Hi guys, and welcome back to another YouTube. Today we're going to be doing a snowstorm in a jar. I'm Miss Brittany. I'm the children's programmer at the Cold Spring branch of the Campbell County Public Library, and I'm really excited to do this science experiment with you today. It's also interesting that we're doing it today because it's actually snowing outside. So this is a very easy science experiment. Let's go ahead and just dive on in. Alright guys, so I'm going to tell you everything you need before we begin this experiment. First things first, you're going to need some type of glass jar so that you can see the experiment inside. I'm just using a spaghetti sauce jar. Next up, you're going to need white paint, some baby oil, some water. I have about 1/4 of a cup, and then Alka-Seltzer tablets. Now, you don't have to get the Alka-Seltzer brand, just make sure you have two inactive ingredients in it. You need citric acid and sodium bicarbonate. Those are the two ingredients you need to make this experiment work. So then just something to stir together. I'm just using a paintbrush. All right. Are you guys ready? The first thing we're going to do together is we're going to take our glass jar. My jar is a little bit bigger. If you use a smaller jar, you're only going to fill maybe 3/4 of it up with baby oil. I don't think I'm going to fill 3/4 of this jar up with baby oil. That would be a lot. So you're going to go ahead and pour in the baby oil. Now my jar has some baby oil in it. Next, I'm going to take that 1/4 cup of water that I put in a measuring cup, and I'm just going to put some paint in it. It doesn't have to be a lot of paint either, just a little. So I've spilt this twice now, as you can see. Make sure that you're doing this somewhere, like in the kitchen, that you have an adult's permission to do so. Make sure you have a rag. What we're gonna do now is I already went ahead and mixed my water and paint. So paint is pretty water soluble. That means the paint has a lot of water in it, and that's why it mixes so well. But oil is much denser than water. So do you think that this oil and water will mix, or do you think it won't mix? What's your hypothesis? Hypothesis is a big word for an educated guess. So we are going to guess whether the water and paint will mix inside the oil or if it won't. All right, do you have your hypothesis ready? So you tell me if that is mixing together or not. It doesn't. Oil and water cannot physically mix, so it will always stay separate. And the reason why they don't mix is because water molecules are made up of 1 oxygen atom and 2 hydrogen, but oils are hydrophobic. So oils pretty much fear water. That's what hydrophobic means. So now we're going to add in an Alka-Seltzer tablet. The tablets that you have are pretty big, right? So what we're gonna do now is we are going to break these tablets up. So I broke it in half, and now I'm just going to break it in little sections. You can see that I have been cleaning paint up from spilling that. All right, so I have my little sections, and the next thing we're gonna do is we're going to put them inside the jar. All right, are you ready? So what is happening? That's so cool. So the carbon dioxide is carrying some of the water and the paint mixture up with it. And since the oil and water are not mixing, the bubbles are super easy and clear to see. And the best part about this experiment is once this all settles, you can do it again. You don't have to empty it out. Some experiments I've seen, you can put glitter in it. I might have used a little bit too much white paint in mine. But once this settles to the bottom, you can take another one of your Alka-Seltzer tablets and throw it right in. I wonder what would happen if we didn't break these up. Do you think it would still work the same? I'm not quite sure. Let's stick a whole one in and see what happens. Yep, it's still working. You guys can't really see it on your end, but on my end, it's going rapidly. So if you look at like the back, it is really... So, okay, that makes sense. If you stick in the entire tablet, it's just going too fast, and it's not showing the same result that we saw the first time, where you saw a slow bubble up, which made it look like snow. This activity is very simple. It's easy. Again, before you do it, please make sure that you ask the adult in your house for permission. It can get messy, especially if you're clumsy like me. Yeah, I'm actually really clumsy. But also make sure that you are cleaning stuff up, and don't drink this. Just make sure you don't drink it. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed this simple, easy little science experiment for winter. I want you guys to have an awesome and excellent day. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope you guys are happy, safe, and healthy at home. Bye, guys. All right. Does not matter. Had a little bit of an accident there.